Hey, what's up guys? Tony here, and your eyes do not deceive you. You are watching some Battlefield 4 on the PS4 gameplay that I was able to record. And if you are a PlayStation 4 owner and you've been wondering, hey, how do I record my gameplay? Because if you have an Elgato or a HD PVR, a POG, you know that the recording software is blocked because of the HDCP that Sony puts into their HDMI video stream, and so you're not able to use these HD devices to or these capture devices to record HD gameplay. And because PlayStation 4 doesn't have any sort of component video outputs, you can't record that way either. So you've been kind of SOL. You've been using, if you have been using, you can share your stuff on Facebook, or you can stream right to Twitch from the PlayStation 4, but you haven't been able to capture gameplay, make videos. And for the most part, it's been a very annoying situation. And I don't know, for me, it sort of sucked the life out of my YouTube channel, because I consider myself a console gamer. I really do. Even though I do have my gaming PC, my love for YouTube, my love for commentating, it all streams from my console, not really my PC. And I haven't been able to successfully make that transition. And to be honest, I really didn't want to begin with. I really enjoy my console. So that being said, I'm using a splitter. It's a HDMI to DVI splitter. But what I did notice though is that there are always going to be problems with launch consoles, and I am one of the people that I have a slightly disabled console, apparently slightly defective. The audio, the optical audio output on my PlayStation 4 is non-functional. It should light up red in the back, it should work, it does not. So the gameplay you're watching is without sound, which is unfortunate, because I always like to have some sound, even though it's really dropped. I dropped the decibels, the level, significantly, so that way it's not overpowering, but at least you get a sense of what's going on. And unfortunately right now it's more or less like a silent film and me talking over it, but that's the way it is. So I thought I want to let you know that I do plan on bringing lots more Battlefield to my channel. The problem though is that it'll be like this until Sony finally lifts the HDCP off of their stream, off of the video feed. So until then I won't have sound unless I go ahead and spend another $400 to pick up another PlayStation 4, one that works. Then I'm $800 into a console on launch, and I don't really want to do that. So I think for right now, the sacrifice I'm going to have to make is I'm just going to have to deal with this right now and get a hold of Sony and see what they can do. My anticipation is, like, I can call them and they'll be like, well, it'll be like 6 weeks to get it repaired or some shit like that. So for right now, it's not really that big of an issue, but I could see it kind of being an issue in the future, because I really do want to do the videos that I'd like to do are going to require some sort of sound, especially if I want to do like live commentaries. Could you imagine a live commentary and you're just like listening to us talk and there's no sound effects at all coming out of it? It'd be weird. And streaming too, because I'd like to stream. Streaming without sound would be a little strange as well. So what I want to do though is get on to the heart of this commentary, and that is why I'm actually enjoying Battlefield 4, because there have been a lot of people, and a lot of my friends, they've become PC players. They were console players, and then this last year they've all become, for the most part, PC players, and that has left me now standing as the lone console player. I'm the one guy that still plays on his console, not from all my friends, not the entirety of my friends, but just from the YouTube friends that I'm referring to. They've all moved on to PC, and I was the guy who played on PC for a while. I was like, yeah, it's a challenge. I really want to get good at this because it is a challenge. I just never fell in love with PC gaming. I really didn't. And I learned a valuable lesson, and I knew this going in, and I knew this from just being a normal person, but just knowing myself. But the graphics really aren't what makes the experience for me. It could be like an IMAX game. I could play a game in IMAX, super high quality 3D. It could be the best tip top everything, but if I'm playing by myself, I'm not having fun. I don't care what it looks like. And to be honest, at least right now, Battlefield 4, or at least the PS4, I should say, the PS4's graphics are very, very close to PC. There's just, when I play on PS4, when I went from PC to PS4, I was like, these graphics are really good. There's just something missing though. And I couldn't put my finger on it at the time. I was like, man, there's just something off about this game. I can't put my finger on it. And then I realized, like, oh yeah, there's like an extra 60 frames that I'm missing, because my PC gets 90 to 120 frames depending on the map and the situation and the circumstances. It's never below like 80 frames. And so with the PS4 maxed out at 60 frames, you're looking at 20, 30, 40, up to 60 frames different. And that's enough for you to go, there's something wrong, there's something missing. And I mean that not as a knock against consoles at all. It's one of those minor things that if you have played on console and you have played on PC, you'll know that difference. It was more drastic. It is far more drastic when you go from like a PS3 to a PC and back and forth. That you're just like, holy shit, that's just night and day. From my experience and my PC setup and the graphic settings that I prefer to run on PC, it's not that big of a difference between PC and PS4. Now, if you have like a beast PC that you play on Ultra, you have an awesome monitor that you get, it's like 120 hertz monitor, yeah, you're gonna probably disagree with me. But as a guy that has a 60 hertz monitor, I don't see that big of a difference, and mainly probably because of the fact that it is a 60 hertz monitor. But I don't want to really talk about it. I just want to drone on about that for too long. What I want to say is that I'm really enjoying Battlefield. I was at a low point in my Battlefield experience. I was at a very low point where I was contemplating and bothering the people that I play with on PC. I was bothering them to play Call of Duty Ghosts and not just to have some lulls and fuck around and look at Call of Duty and go like, oh my god, this is exactly why this game sucks and Battlefield's so much better, because I still do that. It's fun to go in there and play for an hour or whatever and laugh at how terrible Call of Duty is, and then go back to Battlefield and be like, oh my god, Battlefield is awesome, I forgot. You really have to go slum it for an hour to realize how good Battlefield is and how good we have it in Battlefield. But I was at that low point where I really was not having fun playing Battlefield on my PC. It was just bad. I mean, it was really a terrible experience. And I know people that have uninstalled Battlefield. I know people that are just like, I'm not playing it until it gets better. And the list is endless, it seems like, for the reasons why Battlefield is not good on the PC. I can't speak for all platforms. My older brother, he plays on the PS3. He says it's just like playing Battlefield 3. Graphically speaking, it's not as good as Battlefield 3, apparently. I don't know about Xbox One or 360, but PS4 for sure. I'm really enjoying my time playing on the PS4. There are certain issues that I notice. The stability issues with the PS4 in Battlefield 4, like the early ones, like when Conquest Large wouldn't work really well. They still persist sometimes. Sometimes you get kicked out of Conquest servers. You do get the one-hit kills, but it seems to be more of a server-to-server issue. It reminds me a lot of like Close Quarters and Aftermath, where you get those like, oh my god, it's got killed in one hit, what the hell? And you couldn't quite put your finger on whether or not it was the server, or if it's the game, or it's some jackass connecting from Germany or Australia onto a West US server. You don't know. And Battlelog's really good about hiding that. They don't tell you who joined your server, where they're from, what their ping is on console. So you're kind of left wondering, was it the game? Like, is it this netcode that everyone's talking about? Or is it just a matter of someone joining from really far away or with really bad ping and it's dragging the server down? So you can't quite put your finger on it. You can't say definitively like this is happening every single game I'm playing, because it doesn't. It'll, like the other night I was playing, having a great time, and then this one last match I decided to play, I had a shit time where I was just getting dropped instantly, one shot kill. My guns were doing absolutely no damage, and it was a terrible experience. But that's really, to be honest, it's not any different from Battlefield 3 towards the end of Battlefield 3's life cycle. You'd have those games where you just had a bad experience. It just felt like bullshit. But the next night you played, you'd probably tear it up. And that's kind of that's where I'm at right now. It is a fun enough game for me to play that I will continue to play it. I love Battlefield. I really do. And I think, to be honest, what has revitalized and reinvigorated my desire to play Battlefield is playing on the PS4, and not just because it's console, because that's the other big factor that all my PC buddies like tell me. It's like, well, you never gave PC a chance. You know, if you gave it some time, you put the same amount of time in on PC as you did on console, you would probably like it just as much because you'll be just as good. Well, yeah, that's true. I think that's definitely a valid fact. But I'd have to put in like 4+ years into PC gaming to get to the point where I am now on console gaming as far as skills. Which I'll do it. I mean, I got the gaming PC and I don't intend for it to go anywhere. But more than that, I just really enjoy, and this sounds really bad because I really enjoy the company of the people that I play on PC with, but there's a caveat to that. I'm enjoying the people that I'm playing on console with more because they're non-YouTubers. They're just buddies that I've known for three years now plus, and we used to play we played a shitload of Call of Duty Ghosts. I mean, we played a lot of Ghosts, and we were part of a clan, and these are my old clan buddies, and it's fun to play with these guys because I know them so well, and they don't take things as seriously as my YouTube buddies, just because the YouTube buddies are worried about making a video, looking good, figuring out what's going on, gun stats, gun reviews. You know, they take the whole gaming environment way too seriously for me now. And as a guy that is, as you can tell if you're subscribed to my channel, I am backing off of the seriousness of my channel more and more as my personal life gets busier and busier, especially with school and work. I don't take it as seriously as I used to. I just want to go on and have fun. And that's what's great about gaming with non-YouTubers is they just take it for what it is, and they're just on to have a good time. They give two shits about what their KD is, what the score per minute is, what the netcode's doing, whether or not Battlefield's broken, the latest news, the latest gun stats, who's doing what reviews, who's talking about who on YouTube. It's very refreshing to just go on, talk some shit to your buddies, have a little bit of fun, spend the next 4 hours gaming, and then sign off. That's the addictive quality of gaming for me. It's the people, the connections, and the fun, and not the business and the drama and the, hey, let's collaborate on a video, and you know, this gun sucks and I could prove it because these are the stats and I do well with this gun, and I think you're stupid because you use these, you know, these attachments on your gun, you know, that kind of stuff. Like, oh, just saying it makes my skin crawl. And so now I'm at that point. But like I was saying, just to kind of round this back off, because I'm trying not to get off on too much of a tangent on this, but I really am enjoying Battlefield 4. I really am. And a video that I posted a while back, I got a lot of negative comments, and I got some messages about it, just like, hey, look, if you're not enjoying Battlefield, don't play it. And that's the thing, is like, I do enjoy Battlefield. I do, at its core, I love Battlefield. Battlefield on the PC, though, it's a different thing. You know, everyone knows there's issues with it, and some people are, like I said, have taken that drastic step where they're not going to play it, or they're going to uninstall it, they're going to, you know, they want a refund or something. That's not me. That's not me at all. I found that for me, there is a Battlefield that I really do enjoy playing, and I'll be honest, it feels a little bit more stable on console. And if you are both a PC player and a console player, I hope you can agree with me, because so far, from what I can tell, the console is a far more stable platform than PC as of right now. That might change later on when they finally get around to fixing the PC version of Battlefield, which will have a trickle-down effect to the console version of Battlefield 4. But right now, I feel that the PlayStation 4, or, well, just for me, the console version, I'll just generalize that way. The console version is just a little bit more stable, and for me, it's far more entertaining for all the reasons that I listed. So I want to know from you guys, how are you guys enjoying Battlefield 4 now at this point? Are you guys still disappointed with it? Are you still enjoying it? Has your outlook changed? Did you like it first, now you hate it? Or do you hate it first, now you like it? I really want to know. I honestly would like to know how you guys feel about Battlefield 4 as it is right now. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and I shall talk to you guys later.